Bill Vinci from No Time for Nonsense. It's a Monday night. You know what that means. Another great show planned for you tonight. Thanks for tuning in. This is Bill Vinci. I'm solo tonight without Ryan. He's taking the night off, but we got a fun night planned for you tonight. Sorry about that. My phone's going off. I got everybody listening. Guys, I got a special guest tonight with me. She's going to be joining us in a minute. I got Jackie Silvestri from 518 Foodies. Jackie is in the house with us tonight. First time in Utica, so welcome to Utica.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. We got a lot to talk about with Jackie. But first, before we get going and hear her story, I want to thank a couple of sponsors for tonight's show. First, I want to thank Geddes Bakery right here in Utica, New York. What did I talk about? I'm all over the place. Geddes Bakery in Syracuse, John Pappas and family. They got some of the best pastries. They got all kinds of stuff, man. We did a show there. They got wedding cakes. They got Italian cookies, pastries, breads, tomato pie, baklava, dessert pies, cannolis, and so much more. Great place to go. If you want, stop down, grab your goodies, or call them in, put an order, and they will get you all set up. You can give them a call at 315-437-8084. Thank you, John. And also, we want to thank Tina's Wing Sauce. Tina Marie has a versatile sauce that can be used in many dishes. You could use it, obviously, as a wing sauce, put it over your eggs in the morning, use it dips. And she's got two unique flavors. She's got a hot, she's got an original, but she is coming out with the garlic parm, brand new. I just talked to her the other day. So, Tina, you are listening. I definitely want to try your wing sauces, so send a couple our way. And you can reach her at 518-365-6115, or you can email her at teemcee1219 at yahoo.com. So, Tina, thank you for sponsoring the show tonight, and John Pappas. So, we are with Jackie. Jackie runs a Facebook page, 518 Foodies. In the Food Network and the Cooking Channel and all those things, I mean, that's something that, gives you some great ideas on dishes. I grew up in a family-owned Italian restaurant here, so I kind of saw my grandfather, my parents, and my sister and everybody cook, so it was kind of easy for me to pick up that stuff. So, guys, we are with Jackie Silvestri. If you have any questions for her and you want to hear about her page or anything else, put them on the message board. I'll read them off. John Pappas, what's up, buddy? Sponsored tonight's show. And thanks for tuning in. We got a lot of people watching right now, which is awesome. So, all right, Jackie. So, growing up as a kid and starting to cook for your family and stuff, how did you come up with this idea about the Facebook page?
So I worked in marketing for a long time, and I was always on Facebook looking for food. A lot of people look on Yelp for food. I was always looking on Facebook. I was looking for good posts and just different places in the area because there's so many popular places, but sometimes the small places get overlooked.
Sure.
So
right.
When I moved to Albany, I wasn't really familiar with the food scene here. So that's why I created 518 Foodies to kind of find those smaller mom and pop owned shop that really weren't that popular compared to the big names.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Compare the food from Long Island to upstate New York. Different?
I would say it's completely different. In Long Island, it's more of, you're going to find a lot of good Italian, bagels, pizza, all that stereotypical Long Island stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Albany area, there's a lot more, I would say, craft restaurateurs. So it's a different type of talent.
Right.
Long Island, I would say a lot of the Italian is more home cooking recipes from people whose, parents came from Italy.
Sure.
And Long Island's kind of, upstate New York's kind of more on the newer end of things.
Okay. We do have a question from Debbie Galuppi. Debbie actually joined us at one of our restaurants we did out in Half Moon a few weeks ago. Thank you, Debbie, for coming in. She wants to go, I live in the Capital District. Where are you at?
Me in the Capital District. What restaurants?
What? No. Where do you live in the 518 area?
I'm in the Schenectady area currently, but we're kind of looking to relocate. So I've explored Schenectady, but now I'm looking forward to explore a different place.
Okay. Yeah, there's some beautiful places out there. It really, I love going out there to film. Just the areas, the view, the drive out there is absolutely beautiful. There's so many places, and I look forward to doing some more stuff out there. Yes, Debbie, thank you for the question. Now I wanted to ask you this. This is a tricky thing, especially with Facebook now, and I've dealt with it with some of the stuff with our show. There's some of the advantages of having that 518 page, and then some of the disadvantages of having that page.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about that.
The advantages of it, I would say, are kind of connecting with a lot of the restaurant owners, so becoming more friendly and talking to them often, getting kind of the inside scoop on what's going on, what dishes they're coming up with, or, hey, we're having an event this day, we want you to come. Some of the disadvantages I haven't really had yet to...
Hasn't been much.
It really hasn't been much.
Let me ask you about this, because I know we have a page here in the Utica Restaurant Review, and you have a couple guys who kind of have to monitor it because of you get some things on there that are said that, whether they got to, delete that person or put a block on them or something or kind of talk to them. What's your policy on that?
See, I try to be as nice as possible and unbiased. But it's hard when you have like 34,000 people coming at you in different directions.
Sure.
So
right.
We definitely, our number one rule is be kind, courteous, and respectful. If you're going to post about a restaurant, we ask you to be completely respectful about it. So that's kind of difficult because a lot of times we'll have those negative commenters, and unfortunately, we'll give them a warning, we'll delete the comment, but if it continues,
right.
We'll remove that person from the group.
That's the thing. You got to stay neutral on this because everybody's got different tastes. Somebody might say this restaurant is the best restaurant I ever had, but then somebody may say it doesn't do much for me.
Yep.
So you got to kind of respect that thing, but you don't have to be negative about it. Just say that's just not my thing. But like you said, that's a lot of people to try to monitor. I mean, 34,000 people. That's a lot of people on the page.
And personally, I stay neutral. If I go to a restaurant and I don't really enjoy it, I'm not going to post about it.
Right. That's the other thing that's always bothered me about places. And I've talked to people. I could go on. I'll see somebody. I just came from this restaurant. I had the worst pizza. It was overcooked or undercooked, this and that. And I'll say, did you tell the owner or the waitress? No. Why not? 99% of the time, they'll make it better. They'll send you out another one. They'll give you credit. They'll take it off your bill. But by you not saying nothing, they'll go home, and of course, they're going to blast it on social media, and then next thing you know, and I said, why didn't you tell them? If something's overcooked, undercooked, doesn't taste, just say, listen, you know what? It was way undercooked. I asked for a medium. It came out rare. Can you say, absolutely. I mean, you know this as much as I do with the food thing. I mean, that's a big thing. You take care of it at the restaurant. Then you won't go home and post that bad post about a place.
Exactly, because ultimately that post, it's going to hurt the business in the long run.
Exactly. Debbie says she lives in Clifton Park. Okay. Clifton Park's beautiful, by the way. I like it out there.
Clifton Park is a very nice area.
It is.
Good school district, too.
Good school district, too.
Yep.
Really? See, now we haven't ventured out that much out. Clifton Park, we went out there. We've been out in Half Moon. We've been out in Saratoga. We've been out in Schenectady, Amsterdam. There's so many nice places out there. We got to check up. And we're going to talk a little bit later. We kind of let the cat out of the bag a couple weeks ago, but we're going to talk about something cool that we got going on a little bit later. Did we freeze it? Oh, there we go. There we're back. So let me ask you about this. You have a staff that helps you with the page? Do you have other people who help with the page?
So I have 5 other moderators. I asked to bring a moderator on when the group got around 5,000 people, just because, I was working a full-time job. It's hard for one person to monitor everything. So I brought Sabrina on.
Okay.
And then I think when it hit about 8,000, I bought Christine on. Probably, I would say 12,000. I bought Corey on. 20,000, I probably bought Lucia on, and recently Megan at around 30,000.
Wow.
So
it just keeps going up. Now, how long has this page been active?
I started in February 2019, so about a year and a half.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of people
Yeah,
in a short time.
it grew to about 10,000 members in October of 2019. And then during the pandemic, it actually flourished because we were supporting the local restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of people joined because they wanted to see, who was still open, who was
Right.
doing takeout, family dinners.
Yeah, very important. And a lot of places I talked to, obviously we were shut down filming our show. So I reached out to a lot of the owners and say, hey, what can I do to help you at this time? I could do an Instagram. We could do an Instagram video, and you could tell me if you have curbside pickup, if you have delivery, what kind of specials on a limited menu. And we would do a short 3 or 4 minute video just to kind of help promote them and stuff. Because it was pretty rough. And we're still not out of the water yet, but that time for a lot of restaurants, I mean, some of them didn't survive over that. How are things out that way as far as the pandemic going on?
They're definitely getting better from what they were. Unfortunately, a lot of restaurants did have to shut down. But I've actually also seen some that completely thrived through the pandemic and really, made it the best in the situation that they could.
Right, right. Yeah, we're just ready to kind of get back to some normal stuff and see people out and see people enjoying dinner and hearing live music out and everything else. I mean, it's been a long road since March and everything shut down.
It's been long.
I know it. So now, do you actually reach out to the restaurants personally yourself and talk with the owner about the page and everything else and promoting?
Usually I do. When I first started the group, I reached out to a ton of restaurants in the area, and the group had like 500 members at the time when I started reaching out, and a lot of the people were like, this isn't gonna like benefit me. But then like a year later, when the group really grew, I reached out again. I followed up, and they're like, yeah, we'd love to be a part of this. So I do a lot of the reaching out, but now I do have people who help me with it. So
That's
nice.
huge. Yeah, that's huge because that's almost impossible to keep up with all the comments and all the posts and everything else with just by yourself, especially when you got other things going on too.
Yep.
So you got 5 on. So let me ask you this. How helpful is that page for people looking for restaurants? So say somebody from the Utica area, Rome area, Syracuse is going out that way. They're going to Saratoga to watch the races. They're going out to Albany to see a concert. How helpful is that page to get people to check out some places out there?
I think it's extremely helpful. People ask all the time. They ask for recommendations, and then I'll see either later that night or later that week that they'll say, hey, thanks for all the recommendations. We decided to go with XYZ. We really enjoyed it. So it's really nice to see that restaurants are actually benefiting from the page.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing. I get a lot of messages pretty much daily. Hey, I'm going to Auburn for the day. What places should I check out? I'm going to Syracuse for the day. I'm looking for a steak place. And I give my recommendations. I say, listen, while you're there, if you don't mind, take a picture at the table, post on my page, tag the place. I said, restaurants love that because they see that, by you doing all this advertising for them, the people are actually going to the place and eating and trying it out.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Your page is phenomenal. I joined, I don't know, probably at least a half a year ago, and I've been following your page, and it's given me a lot of places to reach out to for my show that I've had some great luck with. And, looking at all the pictures and the specials they have and stuff. And it's definitely a big help. It's a great, great page. So people, if you haven't yet, check out the 518 Foodies Facebook page. Give them a like. And you got a lot of great places out there to eat. And you'll see the specials and pictures of food and everything else that they have on there. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're with Jackie Silvestri of the 518 Foodies page. If you have any questions for her or me, message on the board. We're on the D Network. We're on my page, 518 Foodies, and I'll read them. Everything's on one page together. So, Jackie, this could be a tough question to ask you. Do you have some favorite spots out your way that you like to eat at?
I definitely do have a bunch of repeat spots. It really depends on what I'm in the mood for. I know that there's places that just offer like consistently good food, so I'll check those out.
Go check them out.
Yeah.
Now, we were just talking about some place in Saratoga that a couple good places. Let me ask, how big is this area that you guys cover?
The 518?
Yeah.
It's huge. A lot of people don't realize when they're asking for recommendations. A a lot of people think the 518 is just the Albany area, but it
Right.
ranges, up to Plattsburgh, Lake Placid, the Canadian border, and then
Wow.
all the way out to Massachusetts. And
Really?
yeah,
See, I didn't even know that.
yeah, that's why we ask people kind of specify a location, because if you say, hey, where can I find the best pancakes in the
Right.
518?
Right.
All right, well, if someone recommends Plattsburgh and you're in Albany, that's not really
It's
helpful.
not really close. Wow, so that's a pretty good jump. I didn't realize how big an area that covered.
Yeah.
Holy cow! So you guys got to really monitor that page pretty good to see. I mean, there's restaurants all over the place.
It's definitely like a full-time job.
Wow. Yeah, so Jackie's got a great page going up, 34,000 members so far. And another thing I gotta say now, we had some food brought in. Jackie's never been to Utica, so we kind of wanted to treat her, as introduce her to Utica. So we want to thank Matt Grabsky down at Joey's 307 for making us some chicken riggies and Utica greens tonight. We're going to show you some shots of those after. There's not a lot left because we kind of would eating some of those. Between Z and Jackie, they were trying them out. Matt, thank you so much for donating that. I want to thank Big J's Pizzeria in Marcy, donating a tomato pie for tonight's show. Thank you so much. That was awesome. And we got to thank Holland Farms for the half moons tonight. We got some vanillas and chocolates. 4 of our staple dishes here. What did you think of the food?
I thought it was awesome. It was everything I could have expected from chicken riggies and Utica greens. And those half moons, they definitely hit the spot.
They hit the spot. So you needed something sweet after all the food, right? I know I do. After eating a big dinner, I always need something sweet. So, guys, Jackie enjoyed the meal. Thank you guys for donating that food tonight. It was awesome. And we're going to show you some picture of that in a little bit. I want to get to that. But we want to get in now. Jackie brought some cookies. Now, you have a business called Downtown Dough.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that and how you got started with that.
So I unfortunately was laid off from my job during COVID, and I couldn't sit home and do nothing. I've always had a passion for baking. My family has a farm on Long Island, so I used to bake the pies and some cookies and breads for them. So I always loved baking, and I figured, hey, I would love to make a career out of food somehow. So in late April, early May, I started Downtown Dough. So it's just these oversized stuffed cookies. The minimum is about 6 ounces per cookie, all the way up to 9 ounces, depending on the filling. And it's 6 cookies per box. And each week, the flavors change. So I try to be as creative as possible and not repeat flavors a lot. So yeah, that's...
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I opened up the box because I wanted to see what she had in there. Hey, Tim Owens, what's up, buddy? Tim's watching from Utica Bread, another great place here in town. I wish I could go over. Actually, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to grab these cookies. I want to show you guys something. See, I just get up and move when I want, but Z's just going over to get the cookies for me. He's going to bring them over. We're going to talk a little bit about what she brought tonight, and then I'm going to dive into one of them. I got to start. Even though I had a half moon, I've been waiting for these cookies, and they look fantastic. So we're gonna pull. Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, so we got some unique cookies. I'm going to kind of show the camera. Let me see here. So Jackie, tell us what we got. What do we got here?
So that is an apple cider donut cookie. So it's an apple cider base stuffed with a real apple cider donut, homemade apple pie filling, white chocolate chips.
Are you kidding me? So there's actually like a little apple pie in the middle of this.
Basically, I took a cider donut and put a ton of homemade apple pie in between. And the cider donuts are local. They're local to me. They're from Windy Hill Orchard.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
Castleton, New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, how good would this be? Now, would this be nice, like warmed up a little bit?
So I recommend warming them in the microwave for 15 to 30 seconds, depending on how gooey you want the chocolate.
Okay. Oh, my God. Have a big glass of milk with it. That's perfect. Okay. So that one, we got that. Now what do we got here?
That looks like the maple cheesecake.
Oh, that one caught my eye. When she said that anything maple, I love. Okay, so this is a maple cheesecake.
Local Vermont maple syrup that my family actually makes.
Oh, they do?
Yep.
This is down Long Island.
Vermont.
Oh.
Vermont. Yep.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm going to put that one next to my phone because that's the one I'm going to dive into. All right, so what do we got? What do we got here?
That is a butter pecan with homemade butter pecan frosting stuffed in the middle.
Oh God. You weren't kidding when you say these are unique and different. I mean, I've never seen a selection like this.
I tried to, so this box was the fall box, so I wanted to kind of stick with a lot of fall flavors,
Gotcha.
warm flavors, and everything. I use all local ingredients, so like the eggs, the butter, everything's local
Wow.
to me. I like using locally sourced product, helping the farms.
So do you kind of go as the seasons change to change up the cookies?
Yep.
You do. That's awesome. Now this one, well, I'm going to save that one for last because that kind of goes with the time of year. So what do we got here? This monster thing.
So that is my take on a snickerdoodle, and it has milk chocolate though and chai flavoring.
Chai flavoring. Ooh.
It's nice,
that
warm, and
looks so-
cozy.
I was going to say, microwave another one of these, and get that chai flavor in the chocolate. They're heavy, by the way. They are not a light. See, I could throw one of these across the room. It's so, and knock them out. It would knock. All right, and then we got this one right here.
That is salted toffee. So that's Heath bar, milk chocolate, sea salts, caramel.
Really?
Yep.
Heath bar was probably one of my favorite candy bars growing up.
Mine too. I
Was
remember
it?
Friendlies. I used to always ask for extra
Extra Heath bar in the what was those things called? Was it the Blizzard? No, that
Frenzies?
was the Frenzies.
Yep.
That's it. So it's got Heath bar in it. Now this one, the last one in this box, and it just kind of goes with the time. You see a little pumpkin on the top. And this is what?
That is a pumpkin spice cookie with white chocolate, and it's stuffed with pumpkin bread.
Oh, it's stuffed with pumpkin bread.
Yep.
Wow. Look at that. So somebody who wants to get an order of these, they come in 6?
Yes.
Okay, so how do they get them, and do you ship them out? They got to. How does the deal work with that?
So my website is downtowndoughalbany.com.
Okay.
And every Sunday night at 8 p.m., the cookies go on sale on the website, and they'll be up probably until they sell out. So I would say probably Wednesday usually is the sellout day.
Okay.
And I ship nationwide. So.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay, guys. So take a look at that. I'm going to put it up here, and you can see the website, www.downtowndoughbalbany.com. That's just scared the hell. They might be. Is it possible somebody's firing out fireworks in the end of September? We just heard something behind me. I got a little nervous. I was ready to duck and jump on the ground. So here it is right here. If you guys can see this box, I'm going to put it to the camera. Check out her website and order something. She ships all over the country.
Yep.
That's awesome. So this is you got a lot going on now, especially with this. Now, I'm going to take a bite of this maple thing because this one had my name written over it as soon as she told me what it was. So let's see how this thing tastes. Oh my God! Oh, I could smell the maple syrup as soon as I open it. So this is a family. You got family maple syrup in Vermont, huh?
Yeah, my parents have always had like a second home in Vermont, and we always tap the trees in the backyard and then boil it off every year.
That's got to be so cool.
It's good stuff.
So they have all the maple syrup and everything else in it, and
yep.
And, you could do so much with maple syrup. We did a show at a maple syrup place, actually, just outside of maybe before Amsterdam. I can't remember the name, but you could do maple syrup popcorn, maple syrup hot dogs, maple syrup ice cream, milkshakes. I mean, there's so many things you could do with that.
Was it more towards the Schenectady area after Amsterdam?
No, it was definitely before. Oh, my God. Now I can't think of the name. Oh, my God.
I hope you like it.
You know what? This is so good. Z, do you like maple syrup? Come over here and get a piece. Because if you don't, I'm going to eat this whole thing. No. Come here.
I'm not going to walk in front of the camera.
You have to walk in front of the cameras. Look I got a piece of maple syrup. I'm going to bring it to him. I'll walk in front of the camera. Look at that piece right there.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, my God. That is absolutely delicious. Is that not crazy good? It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh my God. That is amazing.
Thank you.
So how much do you sell of this stuff?
So each cookie is $5. So the box of 6 is 30, but a singular cookie is equal to 4 regular cookies. So I mean, you can eat a full one in one sitting, but your stomach might not feel so well after.
Okay, so that's it. Okay. Let's see. We got a couple of things on the board here. Sabrina said hi, Jack.
Hi, Sabrina.
Sabrina said hello. Jen from yes, Jen. Jen says Mud Road Sugar House.
Mud Road Sugar House is what you're
is the maple syrup place. Yes. Okay. Let's twist again. That's Jen. She owns that. Let's see. Terry Thomas. Look at you, girl. Love this.
Hi, Terry.
So Jackie's got a lot of good fan base. Actually, Jackie's getting more hype than Mia tonight. She's getting a lot of love tonight, which is awesome. It means a lot of Jackie's friends and family and people they're watching tonight. Fantastic cookie. I could probably eat one of those every night before bed with a cup of coffee. That's so good, isn't it? Yeah, I might talk about this all night.
It has maple in it, so it means it's completely acceptable to have breakfast as well.
Oh, that's true. Now, instead of having my maple sugar oatmeal in the morning, I could fire up one of these in the microwave, 15 seconds, have my cup of coffee with that. That's delicious. I'm sure they all taste good. So, guys, check her page out. Check her website out. Order some stuff. I'm telling you, it's absolutely delicious. Okay, so let's go on to. I want to talk a little bit about what we got going on. We got a thing now. This is funny because when I got on your page, it must have been during the pandemic when I first joined it because I wanted to see what you guys had out that way. So she reached out to me and we talked about possibly doing a little collaboration on something. I don't know how much you want to get into this tonight to talk a little bit about it, but it's really exciting for me because I'm always looking to do other things to involve other restaurants and family-owned places. And this is right up my alley. Obviously, this is something you do that you take a lot of pride in, too. So let's talk a little bit about how you came up with this idea when you approached me.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, I had a procedure done, so I was just watching Hulu all week nonstop, and I think I watched probably 20 seasons of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that he didn't really do, if any, places in my area. So a lot of them have really good food. I was like, oh, I need to send them into Guy Fieri, but who knows if he'll ever respond, so let's do it ourselves. So that's why I reached out to you because I know I've seen your show. It's awesome. You worked with Rollin' Smoke.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was so. I got to tell you, some of the best barbecue around, and great people too. Rob and Amy are they
are sweethearts.
So nice. I mean, they treat us like family, and he put a big spread out for us. And I definitely can't wait to go back out there and have some more barbecue.
Yeah, but
so. The show's going to be the concept is that Jackie's going to get 3 or 4 places that want to be involved in this. It's going to be like a half-hour series. And it's going to be like a little spin-off of the Empire Plate. So she came up with a really cool name, which we kind of released the other day. So it'll be kind of the Empire Plate Presents, and it's 518. So, but it's not the number's 518. It's actual word 51, and then for the 8, it's ATE, which I think is really unique. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for it.
That's going to be awesome. Matt Grabsky just said, I'm in to get these cookies. Matt, awesome. she loved your greens and Riggies. Hey, if you didn't get home yet, the hockey game doesn't start till 8. Stop by, and Zio have the door open. Come in and get a cookie, Matt. We're right around the corner from you, and you can meet Jackie. Matt loves to what's the word I want to use, Z? He likes to pop in some of the shows, right? He likes to make an appearance. The Crasher. Matt Grabsky, the Crasher. Matt, if you're around, stop in. We got the box right here, man. Come in and try one of her cookies and tell us what you think.
Yeah, the food was awesome that he made.
She really liked the food. Sounds like a great idea. Okay, so Matt's going to stop in and try one of your cookies.
Awesome.
That's awesome. So what we're thinking about doing is getting 3 or 4 restaurants that want to be involved, kind of in the same type of area, and do a little segment at each place. Maybe they showcase their
most popular dishes.
yes, what they're known for at their restaurant, and kind of show that, cook it up for us. We sample it. But the cool thing about this is now me and my son do the Empire Plate, and we love it when he can. So we're looking forward to having Jackie kind of like, she's going to be like our co-host of the show. So she's going to, like, we're going to meet up somewhere and start the show there, maybe the coffee shop or something, talk a little bit. You know, we'll sit down, we'll talk a little about the places we're going to be hitting for the day, kind of get a little preview on that, and then we're going to hit the road, and we're going to go visit these restaurants, and we're going to combine them. We're going to film all in one day, and then we're going to put like a half-hour show together. So it's going to be like a Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives type of show, but it's going to be in the 518 area code.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just a cool idea. Speak of the devil, Ryan, what a tough word. What a tough word. What did I say? What a tough word. Did I mess up a word? Did I pronounce something wrong? If anybody would pronounce a word, he would hear it from me. My son, see, he's watching now. Ryan, you're missing out on a cookie. I actually may have to drop you off a cookie, Ryan. If you're still out, you got to try one of these cookies. I'll have to get you one. They're out of this world. I know. I keep talking about these cookies.
Thank you.
This is gonna be. Now, do you have a storefront?
I don't have a storefront, but everything is baked out of a commercial kitchen. I just don't have a storefront currently. Everything is either at a pickup location. I do local delivery within 10 miles of Stuyvesant Plaza in Albany.
Okay.
Or I ship nationwide.
That's cool. I'm going to say this tonight. It's what, September 28th, 2020? By next year, you're going to have your own place, and you're going to be selling these.
Thank you.
They're out of the. Oh, Ryan says describing Matt. Tough word. Oh, I couldn't figure out the word I wanted to use to describe him. Crasher. So he came up with it. Yes. September 28, 2020. By next year, you're going to have your own storefront. And these things are going to be one of the best-selling cookies around.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
It's going to be. And then we're going to have to film an episode at your place.
Okay. Totally.
That sounds
down
good.
for that.
All right. So Matt's on his way over to try cookie, but I want to show you some of the food we ate tonight. So, Z, is there a camera pointing over to the kid? It's what?
I'll bring it to you.
You will?
Yeah. What do you want?
All right. Let's start off. Well, anything is close by. We'll start with the greens. All right. Z's coming around the corner. So we see, guys, this is why I love being in the studio, because we get food locally here and people bring us food. Thank you, buddy. Okay. So these are the yucca greens that Matt Grabsky made for us. You can see half are gone already. And Z and Jackie polished them off. Those were incredible.
So good.
So good, she says. So good. All right. I'm just going to put this over here for now. I'm going to swap with Z. Okay. There you go, buddy. I even got a waiter bringing me the food. Here are the chicken riggies. As you can see, Matt puts the black olives in it. He's got the peppers, the onions, the mushrooms. Great sauce, great flavor. There they are. Joey's at 307.
Great
Fantastic.
homemade rigatoni, too.
And homemade rigatoni. See, she even knew that. Okay. Now we're going to swap there. Now we got the tomato pie from Big J's Pizzeria in Marcy. We just filmed a show there. We just released this video 6 days ago. 15,000 views in 6 days. Absolutely killing it. I squished the half moon. Yes. We're not bringing the half moons over because I went to give one to my son. I dropped one off. I went to close it, and I was wondering why it wasn't shutting. Well, I kept hitting the half moon, so it's got divots in it. So All right, Z. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. That was from Big J's in Marcy. 15,000 views in 6 days. He's got a great place over there. Great food. Jay, if you're watching, thank you. Grabsky, thank you for the food tonight. And Holland Farms for the Half Moons. And I'm going to take another bite. Now, I was eyeing this piece. Now, this is funny. When I gave it to Z, I broke off a piece, and he had the piece with the big maple syrup chunk in it. There was one more sitting right next to it. That's the one I'm going to eat.
With the cheesecake in the middle, that's all scratch made from my friend Courtney. She even makes a graham cracker from scratch that she uses for the crust on the cheesecake.
I mean, I don't even know how to explain. I don't think I've ever had a cookie this good before. And honestly, and I don't say, here's another one with a lot of maple in it. Guys, don't worry about me. I'm just going to eat. We're going to sit here and talk. And all right, I'll put this away for now. I can't get over how good that is. Talk about moist cookie, that cheesecake, that maple syrup. Very flavorful. All right, so let's get back to the show. We're hoping to start up maybe next month. Mm-hmm. Now, are you, because people are probably wondering, listening, how are restaurants going to be chosen for this or anything like that? So what would you tell them?
I would say either reach out to me or Bill on social media if you want to be part of the show. I also have a few places in mind that I want to reach out to and see if they'd be interested. I think they have great food. I definitely want to focus on places that have really, really good food. Places that I've been to, but also new places that I really want to try.
You want to try out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so important. It's I really think it's going to be a fun show because it's going to get me and my son out there, especially in that area, places we've never been to. And I'm just looking forward to it because I think it's going to be really cool hopping from one place to the next place to the next place. So it's one of those things where I don't eat all day. I'm going to be concentrating on the food that they're going to be making for us. Plus, you know what? The best thing about my job, and I talked, we were filming today up in Parrish, a place called Pezzarella's Italian Restaurant, Pizzeria, and we were taking our picture. We were finishing up the show, and the owner said, come in close for the picture and stuff. He goes, we're like family. And to me, Jackie, when somebody says that to me, and it's the first time I met them, that makes doing the show so worth it because I'm in there for 2 hours with them and they're calling me part of the family. What we do for a living, you, me, my son, and helping promote these family-owned restaurants, people really respect that and they really, I can't even tell you the love that we get back from is that a knock on the door? That is a knock on the door. That's got to be the crasher. Is it? Yeah, Matt Grabs is coming to eat a cookie. Do you get a lot of feedback from not just the owners, but people that go to these restaurants that you?
I do. A lot of people, they always enjoy their experience, which is nice. But the most rewarding part of it is when the owners, are so grateful for it, and it's so heartwarming.
I had to call you out. You didn't expect to get on the thing and say you want a cookie and not show up. Matt just knocked over the TV, the monitor, everything else. He's so excited to get to this cookie that he's running through the back. You're going to see Matt, this is Jackie, Matt Grafsky.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, my God, you brought him milk? Are you kidding me?
You came prepared.
Joey's when you called me out.
I fucking love you,
so
by the way.
You know what? I stopped at the store. I grabbed the milk. I said, I'm going to get a cookie. I put the show on in the car. I just got done with that party.
Yep. I don't know if is that camera pointing towards him? No? All right. So, Matt, all right. Take a look. Do you like maple?
Everything you called out, I was like, I want all of that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Here, try a piece of that. Oh, Mamma Mia. See? And it didn't break. That's how heavy. Feel how heavy that is. It's a half a cookie. Maple syrup, cheesecake,
and walnuts.
Isn't that crazy? I told you. It's like, and the other cookies, I mean, Look at these things. Now think of that one, or the. Oh my God! With this chocolate one, there's so many. Put them in the microwave, 15 seconds, like she said. Warm them up. Nice glass of milk.
That's not even funny.
I told you. She's gonna have her own place within a year. I said. You get 6 of them, and they're so heavy. Here, what other one you want to try? You got to try one more. Here, take the box. You could ask Jackie what she's got in there, because there's so many unique ones. What are some of those cookies again? What's...
That looks like that's a salted toffee.
All right, we're gonna do this.
He's doing this. Now, she loved your Riggies and your greens, by the way.
Oh, the Reggies were awesome. So good.
So, and she first time here in Utica, so it was a good experience. So let's see what he thinks on this one here, the toffee one.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Yeah.
Awesome.
So you don't even have to say anything. We just know, just by the look at somebody's face when you eat something. Yeah, he's just... He said they're fucking delicious, so I'm guessing he really likes them.
Thank you.
So, isn't it great? Ships these all over the country.
Glad I brought my milk.
He brought the milk, and yeah, he's chugging the milk. Yeah, milk goes good with the cookies. Jackie, it's been great so far talking with Jackie Silvestri. If you got any questions for her or me, message on the board. We see a lot of people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. So, she's got the 518 Foodies page. She's got the cookie. We're doing the collaboration of the 518 show coming up, hopefully in October. We're going to be working on that. And what else you got going on?
Oh, boy.
You got a lot still going on.
I do. So I'm focusing a lot on 518 Foodies. We have a Foodies membership card, which I
you were
originally
telling me about
started.
that.
When I first started the group, I reached out to a lot of local businesses. Hey, in exchange for being able to promote on the page to the members, if they could offer sort of an incentive to the members. I originally turned that into a 518 Foodies card. So basically, in exchange for offering a discount to the people who have the 518 Foodies card, they could advertise to 34,000 members.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about that. So how is it to get a card? Would you?
I have a website. It's 518foodies.com.
Okay.
And you can get a card on the website. It's $25 a year, and $7 of each card is donated to a charity that I change each quarter. This quarter it's going to the Regional Food Bank in Latham.
Okay.
But yeah, so for $25 a year, you can get up to 25% off at some places.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
I really like that. A card like that, right? For $25, you get discounts to anybody who participates in it. I should do that, Matt says. Matt says I should do it for the 315. He wants to talk. he does. You got him on?
No.
There he is. I hear you.
I hear you.
Good.
Okay. So, Matt, now we can hear you. What did you think about the cookies?
The cookies were fantastic.
Thank you.
The maple syrup one was out of this world. That's definitely that's a thing. But
Yeah.
the salted
Salted toffee. I know.
So good.
So a lot of people like white chocolate and a lot of people like milk chocolate. I personally am not a fan of white chocolate.
It's disgusting. It's not chocolate. Chocolate's not white. Sorry.
I know people like it though, so I try to have at least 3 cookies from each box have white chocolate, and at least 3 cookies have like milk or dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But you know what? There is a difference in the white. There's the cheap white chocolate,
Yep.
which you would get in those Easter bunnies, the hollow
yeah,
Easter bunnies,
yeah.
which was
That's,
lousy.
That's what made everybody hate white chocolate.
That's it.
was
But
those
there's the good white chocolate,
Yep.
the real
Yep.
white chocolate that I like. The fake stuff, no, I don't do it. It's got a weird taste to it.
Yes.
But now wait, you know what I got to try, Jackie? Is that Heath Bar one.
The Heath Bar one?
Heath Bar is one of my favorite candies of all time, Matt. You like Heath Bars?
These are good.
Which one is the Heath Bar? Because I got to try that
It's
one.
the salted toffee one.
Oh,
Right?
that's the one?
Oh, is that it?
Oh, get in. Yeah, that's good.
It is it?
That's good.
Guys.
The one with the cheesecake, though.
That one, I've never tasted a cookie like that before.
No, that was phenomenal.
I did the same thing, but instead of stuffing it with cheesecake in one of the other batches, I stuffed it with pumpkin pie. And that one was really good too.
Now, there's a
Perfect
cookie in there. It's got apple pie in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell them about that.
Where's that?
Where's that?
All right.
That's the one. That's the one. I was like, I need that cookie.
Okay,
That's the
so
one.
that
That's-
kind of looks like that.
This one.
Okay, so
Do you want to do the
All right,
honors?
let's try that. Let's
so that has what in it now?
So it is an apple spice cookie stuffed with an apple cider donut, and stuffed inside the apple cider donut, I put a homemade apple pie filling.
God, apple cider donuts this time of year is one of the greatest things ever.
With the white chocolate.
Yeah, it's white chocolate.
All right, we'll overlook the white chocolate.
I still eat it. I do overlook the white chocolate.
Look
You
at
wanna try some?
yes, I gotta try it. Z, this one you may have to try. It's like crumbling apart. Well, that's probably the dough.
That's fucking stupid.
See, I'm cookied out at this
Right?
point.
You see his face?
Oh man,
Right?
Z. Oh my God, all day. Guys, I'm not BSing you when we're talking about this because we're not. These are some of the best cookies I've ever had, hands down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna eat this.
We're just gonna eat. Matt's just gonna eat. You can't
Thank
see him on camera, but he hasn't stopped eating since he walked in. He's got his milk.
I just come here to eat.
He comes here to eat. He does. He comes here to eat and join in for the show, which is
Last
awesome.
time I crashed his show, he had a box of pastries. I ate everything. I even brought them home. I took them.
I'm probably gonna take those Riggies home. So
Riggies, take the greens home. Yeah,
I'll eat them on the car ride back.
yeah, you can. Isn't that amazing?
That's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jackie, awesome job. I'm telling you, within a year you're gonna have your own place. If you could get something affordable for you, and there's no reason why there shouldn't be a storefront with this stuff in it because it's out of this world.
Saratoga.
Jackie, I want to swim naked in your cookie batter.
There you go. There you go.
Was that somebody's comment or was that you? That was Z. I'm looking at all the screens. I'm going, who asked that? That was Z. Yeah, that would that would be quite the sight to see that. By the way,
You need to be in Saratoga.
I try to be
No
creative with every flavor and try to do something different that nobody else is doing.
yeah,
So
but it's different. Like I said, Z's going back for that one. Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Stupid.
I know. Thanksgiving and a cookie. Yeah. So,
Christmas in a
what are
bottle,
some of the
Thanksgiving and a
like
cookie.
af-
So it's still there?
after this time for the fall? Do you have like winter cookies or spring or summer? What do you got for that?
I'm gonna dive into probably some winter cookies. So next week I have a bourbon dark chocolate pecan. I have a double chocolate coffee one stuff with marshmallow, so kind of like a hot chocolate but with coffee in it. During Christmas time, I'm gonna do some peppermint bark and cranberry orange white chocolate. Kind
Wow.
of stick with the warm flavors.
Yeah, warm
for the
flavors during
season.
that. Yeah.
I definitely want to do some sort of Mexican hot chocolate cookie with chili in it.
What about like a peach bourbon?
That I did that in the summer.
Yeah.
Did you?
That was good. I actually did a whole boozy
That's-
box a couple weeks ago. So they all had alcohol in them on the glaze of some sort.
Oh.
But I did this one strawberry margarita cookie with a tequila glaze. And I think it's my favorite cookie I've made to date. It did have white chocolate in it, but I overlooked that.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that one.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely, guys, if you have a Facebook page for that.
Yes.
Make sure you go to their Facebook page because she's got a great page. Check out her stuff. Put an order in. I'm telling you, it's so worth it to do. These things are fantastic. Now, before we kind of get to the ending, towards the ending of the show, we are putting Jackie in the penalty box. Now, usually I don't warn people ahead of time, but I did kind of give her a little heads up because she said she was a little nervous before we even started the show. But this is the part of the penalty box where I'm going to ask. Ooh, there it is.
Oh, that's
That scare
intimidating.
you?
Yes.
She's nervous
Terrified.
about this. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You just tell me whatever comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Favorite meal?
Anything with cheese.
Anything with cheese. Okay.
Mozzarella cheese. Fresh mozzarella cheese.
Fresh mozzarella. So,
Oh, you say it right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
Yes.
How do you say it, Grafsky?
What?
Mozzarella?
Moots?
Moots? Moots.
When I moved up to Albany, I felt like I had to adjust the way that I said it because everyone would make fun of me. So now I say mozzarella and ricotta.
Ricotta. What do they say in Long Island? How do they pronounce mozzarella and
Moots or
moots?
See?
mozzarella
Yeah. Mozzarella.
or ricotta.
The
Regatta.
See?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 So in Albany, it's just it's
It's a li-
mozzarella or ricotta.
You want the manicotti and the ricotta.
They got them.
Manicotti, please.
Okay, so anything with mozzarella in it? So you like the fresh mozzarella? I had some good mozzarella the other day. Oh, you know what? I'll get into that after. Actually, I bought some green tomatoes this weekend, and I was gonna put a nice little panko batter on them, a little flour, egg, and with a little chipotle sauce to dip in. Fried green tomatoes. You like those?
Oh, so good. If
Aren't
you,
they
you you have to check out Cuckoo's Nest in Albany. They have the best fried green tomatoes.
Do
I've
they?
ever had. They put a homemade pimento cheese on it. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
that's different.
I have dreams about it.
That's that good. Cuckoo's Nest. We got to remember that. Okay. Favorite musical band? Favorite music band or singer?
I like country music, I would say, right now. My favorite singer is Luke Combs.
Luke Holmes.
Yep.
I've heard of him. I'm not much into the country, but I have heard of him before. So country's your thing, huh?
Yeah, I took my fiance to a Luke Combs concert for his birthday, and we had pit tickets because it was a surprise. It's his favorite artist, and he actually caught Luke's hat that night. Like Luke threw his hat,
Really?
and caught it. Yep.
That's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
you must have that hanging in the house.
Yep. The dogs didn't destroy it though,
Oh,
so that's a
jeez.
plus.
Yeah, so you got to make sure the dogs don't get to the Luke hat.
Yep.
The hat. We got a comment from Bob Taylor. I knew this was coming. We're only a few minutes away from closing up, but he's always got a wise comment. The Regal Beagle has really good cookies. Now, you may be too young to know about the Regal Beagle, but I see Z laughing. Grapsy, I don't think he might not even know the Regal Beagle. You know the Regal Beagle? Regal Beagle, if you guys don't know, is on Three's Company where they used to hang out, Larry and Jack. And
You could buy the T-shirt on Facebook.
oh, come on, they got a Regal
I swear
Beagle
to God,
T-shirt.
If you scroll down, every once in a while I get these stupid pop-ups.
Right, and you'll
And
see
the Regal Beagle, I cracked up the first time I saw it. I was like, get the fuck out
that
of here.
would
Like,
be
that's a thing.
great.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Regal Beagle. So who's this? Harrison Edwards. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's my fiance.
There it is. Oh, Harrison, you got. He even put the piece, the sign up. You got the hat, huh? How's it look on him? He had to warn it.
Oh, he looks great in it.
Looks good on him.
Better than Luke.
Better than Luke, Harrison. See that, man? That's good news for you. All right. So next question: is there a restaurant that you haven't hit yet that you're dying to get to?
There's so many.
Mine.
Yeah.
Hey, I had it
Get the milk.
tonight.
Let me get the milk. That was amateur hour.
Yes, Yono's in Albany.
Yono's. I've actually talked to the owner from Yono's. I heard she's got a fantastic place.
Yes, so it's father, son, and wife, I believe. The son Dominic has the DP end of things, which is more of it's like upscale, burgers, but they also have like very nice dishes. And Yono's is it's a tasting menu, and they do wine pairings. So it's a little pricier for definitely a nice night out.
Right.
And I really want to try it.
Okay. So Yono's. Harrison said cookies and a hat. Can't go wrong with that, man, right? Cookies and a hat.
That's a score.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, next question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from today?
In 5
Where is
years.
Jackie Silvestri going to be in 5 years?
See, I graduated college 2 years ago, and I had no clue I would be where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I expected something completely different. So I would say in 5 years, maybe doing more than cookies, maybe doing cookies and some other type of baked good, but I want to be able to do nationwide on a large scale and maybe open up franchises and
Tell you what,
different states.
it's definitely the possibility of franchising type of cookie right there,
definitely in college towns. I think it would.
right? Because it's different.
They're ridiculous.
I mean, I've gone into many pastries and places and bakeries and seen cookies, but there's nothing with all the different.
No, those are boutique style cookies. They belong in
Right.
boutique style areas.
Right.
Like Saratoga. You bring it to Saratoga,
Oh, people go nuts over them.
you're done.
I mean, there's a boutique donut shop which is open in Saratoga,
Yeah.
Darling Donuts.
Yep.
They are the best donuts I've ever
Oh,
had in
yeah?
my life.
Good,
Oh, my
good
God.
donuts, huh?
That's
Yeah,
my town.
your town.
I love it there.
You do.
Yeah, it's good.
You do. That's right.
They got some good stuff.
Okay. So last question. If you could sit down and have dinner with any person, you have that mozzarella, you have your desserts, your cookies, one person, whether they passed on, they're still around, to have dinner with, shoot the shit with and catch up, who would that person be and why? Am I going to make you tear up on this one?
No, this is actually the hardest question I think I've ever answered in my life.
Really?
Yes.
It could be a tough question. I've stumped a few people on this. Is there anybody out there that you could just say, let's have a dinner, I just want to pick your brain, want to hear all about you or catch up with you?
You stumped me on my favorite band. This one,
This one
this
you
one was
nailed
a
quick.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
yeah. I couldn't answer the easy ones.
Oh my God.
I've actually made people cry on this question.
yeah. I almost teared.
It's a tough question, especially if it's somebody who's passed on and to catch up. Damn, really got you stumped on this one.
I mean, I'm trying to think of influential people who
So you
have
got a
influenced me
Jeopardy
in my
ticker?
life, but I think it would be more personal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be probably my grandfather who passed away because he passed away before the time I really got to talk to him about like business and starting from the ground up.
Right.
So definitely, probably my grandfather.
Graham, just to sit down and kind of hear what you're doing today and see how successful you become. And
Yeah, because he started everything from the ground up. He built his life from nothing. So definitely,
yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
And I'm sure he'd enjoy the cookies.
I'm sure he definitely had a
Right.
big sweet tooth.
I'm sure. That's awesome. Guys, we just finished up a great show here tonight with Jackie Silvestri, the 518 Foodies. Downtown Doe, you got to make sure you check out her website. I'm telling you, order some cookies, check it out, and make sure you like their page. They got a ton of restaurants out there in the 518. And keep an eye on updates on our show coming up, hopefully next month. We're still working on some things to get that first episode up and running, and we'll keep everybody posted on that. Guys, I want to thank our sponsors again for tonight's show. I want to thank Geddes Bakery in Syracuse, John Pappas. Thank you again for sponsoring the show. Tina's Wing Sauce, Tina Marie, thank you. I'm still waiting for my little doggy package to come in the mail. I got to get you my address. I want to try your sauces, plus your garlic parm when it comes out. I definitely want to try that. Matt Grabsky over at Joey's, out of the way. Thank you again, Matt. Even stopping in and trying some cookies.
You called me out.
I did call him out.
Around the corner. I was like, I'm fucking coming.
You had to, yep. And thanks for the Utica Greens, the Chicken Riggies, Big J's Pizzeria in Marcy, Jason Jagers, thank you again for the tomato pie, Holland Farm for the Half Moons tonight, Z behind the desk, always controlling everything, bringing me the food, just like a freaking waiter tonight. He's walking.
Best.
He is the best.
He's the best.
It almost got dangerous in here when Grabsky came in. He was so excited about the cookie. He knocked over the monitor. He
I
knocked
turned
over.
around to go buy milk.
He.
I was like, this fucking guy, he's calling me out right now. I'm going to get milk and I'm coming.
I
The door's
know.
locked. I'm knocking.
He
I
is
was like, I'm just
knocking.
knocking. I don't give a shit.
By the way, did you hear the fireworks go off a little while ago?
No, I missed it.
Unless they were gunshots, I have no idea.
You never know.
Fireworks.
I was
You
going to
never
leave
know.
here and check the news.
Yeah, they were right behind me. We all stopped. But this was a great show, Jackie. It was finally nice to meet you. I know we've
too.
talked on the phone and through Facebook and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to working with you, being a co-host of the show with me and my son, and checking out the 518 and seeing what you guys got out there.
Yeah, you're
and
gonna love
helping
it.
promote. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. So, guys, if you have a restaurant that you're interested, reach out to her or me. Probably more her on that end. If you want to be on the Empire Plate, definitely reach out to me. We could set something up. We are booking into November now and early December. And then,
October 28th.
yes, and we're going to be at Joey's at 307 on October 28th filming with movie legend Joseph D'Onofrio, who played in Goodfellas, Sopranos, and The Bronx Tale. It's coming up from Brooklyn to hang out with us and have some of your food.
I know.
How exciting is that?
I'm pumped.
And
I'm
Joe,
excited.
Joe, if you're listening, he's going to have, what do you have him playing in the background of the TV that
We're
night?
going to have the movies on. We're going to start with Goodfellas, with Bronx Tale, because it's lighter.
Right.
And then we're going to move into Goodfellas. We're going to play them all night.
That's
and we're going to
awesome.
have the music going, and, hopefully he has a good time.
Yeah, Joe, I think you're going to love it, man.
We
And
got a full house. We're done.
yeah, we're
done.
filled. The
We're done.
place is filled, so no more reservations.
We're done.
The place is packed. It's going to be a fun night. Joe's spending the night here and hanging out with us. And if, you know what? I may have to get him some cookies ordered.
Let's do some cookies.
Let
I
me
might have
know.
to send. I might have to order a 6-pack for him.
Do that.
And have him brought to the place.
I want this.
You want the toffee one?
No.
No, that's the
Apple
apple pie
Yeah,
one.
there's not much left. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you ate. I didn't realize you ate all that.
Z had some too.
Yeah, I did see Z
Do you
eat
want the
some of that.
rest? Do you want that last
I
bite?
probably will. You're gonna have to take one of these home.
No,
we'll
take
put it in the thing.
But take the last bite. I feel bad. It was, that thing was phenomenal.
Oh my God,
That was
Thank
great.
you.
it was great. So guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight for No Time for Nonsense. If you missed this, it's going to be on our page. It'll be on the D Network. It'll be on Bill Vinci. It'll be on No Time for Nonsense. Plus, Jackie shared it to her page and the 518 Foodie, so it's all over. Make sure you give it a share. Spread the word on her story and what she's got going on, and plus what we got going on coming up next month. It's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to working with her and checking out some of the restaurants. So, guys, we will be back next Monday night. I'm not telling you who the guest is next week yet because I don't have anybody planned yet. So I'll be working on that this week. But check out this episode and give it a share, give it a like. And Jackie, thank you so much for
I'll
coming
come hang
in.
out with
Thank
you,
you.
buddy.
Yeah, Matt Grassley might come back and hang out with me. Thank you so much for coming down tonight. We really appreciate it and bringing down the cookies and hanging out with us for an hour. And looking forward to talking to you soon.
You too. I had a great time.
Awesome. So, guys, Matt, thanks for stopping in.
I'm
Z,
the
thanks
crasher,
for-
man. That's what I do.
That's what he does. He crashes.
I just come.
He does.
It
I love
happens.
it. So, guys, it's Bill Vinci from No Time for Nonsense. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next Monday.